The sound of 4 rifles firing tore through the air. It was too heartless, too cruel, and a mournful, simple explosion of gunpowder covered the area. However, the bullets didn't reach Tatano's body because they... Hanyu? She taint? Hanyu was standing in front of Tatano. All of the rifles had been caught in her body, then she collapsed to the ground. What that? How did she taint? Well, now I'm even more sad. It just killed Hanyu. Literally shooting at an unarmed person is crazy. Yeah. I mean, they're clearly... Tokyo asked them to kill her, right? Where Hanyu? Hopefully she had some like cream puffs in her pocket to take the blow or something. Damn. And the Butata deserved. She like manifested, or is she so ghosty? Stunned by the sight of the god of Hinamizawa following right in front of her, I held her and called out to her as hard as I could. Tatano was standing and looking down with an expression that said she still couldn't comprehend the situation. It can't be. Did she seriously take my sins upon her own body? Well, she said she would. Even though she hated me so much? That's crazy. That's actually a sick twist. I honestly thought Tatano was about to die. The god that I swore I no longer believed in did this for me, but that time didn't go on for long. Oh, here's the towns. I thought they were gonna stop it. A group of specially armed soldiers rushed forward to break up the fight about to go down between the police. It was the Special Bloodhounds unit from Tokyo. The squad members surrounded Tatano all at once and pinned her down where she stood. Then they forcefully twisted her arms behind her back and tried to put on handcuffs, as Tatano moaned at the pain of her wounds, but that moment... Yo, he's all dressed up. Radiating with divine light, a man appeared. We all knew this man very well, but we had never seen him look so determined. Nah, they're just trying to kill her. There are lots of horrible scars on her wrists, arms, and neck. Tatano had scratched herself throughout the day because of all the stress. There's no way for anyone to be certain if those marks were symptoms of the syndrome. When Tomodachi said that, it certainly sounded true. So it's just a bluff? I mean, we know it's not 100% because she definitely was L5 earlier, right? Fuck management.
そもそも今回の事件が彼女の意思に基づくものなのか、末期症状による妄想錯乱によって引き起こされ、それを誰かが利用したのか、慎重な判断がなくては全容解明は不可能であると考える。彼女の罪なのか、彼女の病んだ病の罪なのか。
I mean, it was definitely her fault, but shh, don't tell anyone.
この場で断言するのは不可能だ。それを判断するためにも、彼女には治療を受ける権利があり、義務がある。治療、そ 彼女を直ちに医療機関本部へ移送し、発症レベルの検査に入る。高野3佐の治療体制を準備させるよう入江2佐に連絡を。ただし3佐については今後厳重に監視をつけ、全ての行動には制限が加えられるものとする。詳細は調査部長岡一佐から上級司令部を通して命令があるはずだ。
The Bloodhounds conveyed all this information over the radio. Nobody had any objections. The job was to arrest her after all. Any interrogations or investigations after that were the job of the investigations. Or job of investigations, the department. So if those were orders from investigations, then that was that. Tomotate walked over to the muddy figure of Tatano. Yo, can we get some first aid for Hanyu? Can people even see her, or what's happening with that? He suddenly gasped. Seeing her caked in mud and blood, Tomotate felt his chest tighten while gazing at Tatano in the miserable state of having lost everything. The loneliness she must have been holding onto. The sadness of losing your place to return to. Why couldn't he have noticed sooner and been more understanding? Right, everything came too late. Really, it was far too late. But even so... Tatano looked up at the man she once loved with confusion in her eyes as he held out her hand to her, and then she dejectedly looked down. Tomotate hugged her body as muddy drops came spilling from her eyes and down to the ground. And this time, Tomotate made no mistake in the words he wanted to convey. The words she never wanted to hear, but at the same time, the words she truly wanted someone to say. So, she was saved. Tatano was finally embraced by a grateful warmth. She was overcome with joy and was able to rest her still tight heart. Tatano buried her face in Tomotate's chest and cried. Only Tomotate and Tatano knew the meaning of these tears. Yeah, what about Hanyu, man? Can we get a Hanyu update?
私は何も見ていませんよ。あとは赤坂さんのお仕事ですし。頑張ってくださいね。
Oishi shook his belly and turned on his heels. As he ordered the rest of the police to vacate the premises, the soldiers under the command of Sonozaki Group also left under Kasai's orders. After a while, Tatano was taken to the Irie institution in handcuffs. She was, however, handcuffed with her hands in front of her. Yo, Hanyu though? There we go. I still don't even know if I'm guessing because no one gives a shit. She's probably still ghost mode, but she's so tanked somehow. No. Okay, that has to be the thumbnail. That one's crazy. Oh no, she's flesh. Huh. Rita-chan was desperately calling out to her. Hanyu slowly opened her eyes. This was a space where time had stopped. It was a world where nobody could move and nothing could be heard from aside from us. Okay, so they just can't perceive her. She squeezed her hand so hard to transmit the thoughts inside her heart. Looking at the horns growing out of her head, I felt the odd sensation that I might have met her once before in some other world. No, that's not quite right. I'm certain I met this girl somewhere. And it wasn't some distant past memory. Surely it was just a short time ago, and that I was with a girl that just felt like her. Rika-chan was shedding tears while clinging to Hani's hand with both of her hands. While gazing at her, Hani wore a warm, reassuring look on her face and smiled.
夢を見ましたのです。とても楽しくて賑やかで幸せな夢を。
お。
その手札を右から言うよ。エース347ジャッククイ
Is
ーン。
this gonna be Matsubashi?
今さら手で隠したって
Maybe.
見え見えです
I
わ
don't know.
よ。
I mean, it wouldn't really make sense, but that's when Hani was. Yeah, it is! God, I can call everything.
ごめんね、羽生ちゃん。これが
The
スペー
rare
ドのエースだ
Hanyu
よね。
outfit. Uniform.
あっかり。
思い知ったか羽生。入部試験の洗礼を思い知れ。
圭一は自分の入部試験の恨みが混じりまくりなのです。
ほらほらケイちゃん、そんなこと言ってていいの？羽生、ケイちゃんの右のカードで上がれるよ。
上がりましたのです。
わあ、きったねー。こうなりゃ本気モードで行くぜ。よくもこの俺を怒らせたな。羽生、お前初日の下校からいきなり尻尾付きブルマの首輪付き四つん這いで帰宅したいのか。
あらあら、それはむしろ圭一さんにこそ似合いましたよ。はう、いいねいいね。それをレナがお持ち帰り。僕も圭一に恥ずかしい罰ゲームをしてやりますのです。
いい提案だね。おじさんはそいつに乗るよ。
なんでいつの間にか俺包囲網が完成してるんだよ。上等だ。てめえら全員四つん這いで下校させてやるぜ。
Aw.
圭一がいて、ミオンがいて、レナがいて、サトコがいて、
Was she
シオ
on
ンがい
there?
て、
She didn't really. I don't think Shion was actually there.
そしてリカがいる。
And they're hitting us with the instrumental for place of period? They're trying to make me cry, dude.
僕は
I'm not there yet, but
部
I'm
活メン
feeling
バー
it.
の一員としてみんなと楽しい毎日を送っているのです。思い出しただけでもとっても幸せ
I
だ
wonder
った
how
ので
this
す。
works, though. I guess it's just parallel, not a. But how would that work? It's like a paradox, because, like, they wouldn't loop after Matsubashi, right?
大丈夫、大丈夫よ。これからたくさん楽しい毎日が過ごせるようになる。どうしても超えることのできなかった昭和58年6月から次の時間へと進むことができるのよ。夏が終わったら秋になって、それから冬を過ごして春を迎えて、私たちは一つ年が上がって進級する。もちろんあなたも一緒に。だから私を一人にしないでよ。ごめんなさい、リカ。本当はずっと前から僕は心に決めていたのです。僕がいる限りあなたは独り立ちすることができない。何かの困難があった時、僕に頼って期待してしまう。だから僕はあなたの元を離れようと思っていたのです。あなたの運命が希望へと開かれたその時は。そんなそれにリカはもう一人じゃありませんよ。圭一たちが リカの力になってくれるのです。これからもずっと。
私はあんたがいないと何もできないの。あんたなしじゃこれからどうやって生きていけばいいかわからないんだから。
リカ、あなたなら大丈夫です。僕は信じています。いえ、やっと信じることができました。
As she said that, Hanyu gently stroked Rika's Chan's teary cheeks like a soothing
道
child.
の行く先に何があるのかわからないのはみんなだから。みんなはその時その場所、そして出会った人を大切にして生きていくのです。それは怖いかもしれない。裏切られることも傷つけられることもあるかもしれない。でも自分で踏みしめてきた道だからこそそれを貴重に思える。そして他の人の道を同じように大切に思って分かり合うことができる。僕はいいえ、私は昔の自分の娘をあなたに移し込んでずっとそばにいたいと思った。そしてあなたと一緒にいたい思いでずっと私のわがままに付き合わせてしまった。本当にごめんなさい。
わがままなんてわがままなんて。
Rika-chan vigorously shook her head, and every time she did, a transparent droplet went flying around the area.
私はあなたと会えて幸せだった。あなたと過ごせて楽しかった。あなたがいない世界なんてもう考えられない。考えたくもない。だから行かないでよアニュ。ここで消える方が私にとってはずっとわがままで卑怯よ。
リカ、フルデの者が桜花の子孫たちがいつまでも幸せでいてくれますように。そのためなら私は鬼になろう、神にでもなろう。そして永遠にみんなを見守ってただ幸せだけを願って、生まれる時に出会えたらきっと嬉しいだろう。死にゆく時にそばにいたらきっと悲しいだろう。だからもしも別れるべき時が来たらその前に姿を消そう。心を凍らせて感情を透明にしてあるがままを受け入れ、全てをただ見守ろう。そう思っていたのに、あの子の桜花の面影を持ったこの子だけはそれができなかった。それが私の過ち。リカを永遠の苦しみと悲しみ
I
に
mean, it
巻き
worked
込ん
out
で
in
し
the
まっ
end. At least she's
た
alive
私
now
の一番の咎。
after a long, long time
でも
of suffering.
ひどく心苦しかったけど、私はリカと会えてとても幸せだった。そしてきっとこの思いのために私はこれまで生きてきたんだなと心からそう思える。母様、そう言うなれば自分はジョーカー。
The Joker, baby.
カードが足りないときはオールマイティにその隙間を埋めるけど、すべてのカードが揃えばその役目を終えて集団から消えてゆく運命だから、もういいだろう。 このひなみ沢でフルデの者たちを守り続けてきた。私はみんなを解き放とう。
そうか。君がリカちゃんの言っていた羽生なのか。
ごめんなさい、圭一。私はこの世界でずっとあなたたちを騙してしまっていた。リカの姿を借りてあなたたちの輪の中に黙って潜り込んでしまっていた。本当にごめんなさい。
As soon as I heard that, I realized the truth behind the strange feeling I had faintly felt for a while and understood. Right, we all thought it was Rika-chan, but it was actually her longtime companion Hanyu who had taken her form. So, even back then...
もし僕が
Oh, that's why she said that.
僕
Okay.
の味方でいてくれますか？
いや、リカちゃん。
Forgot about that,
何を言って。
but that made sense.
答えてください、圭一。僕はあなたたちの仲間の一人でいてもいいのですか？でも私はあなたたちの仲間に加わることができて本当に楽しくて幸せでした。たとえ偽りだらけの時間でも化け物と呼ばれて意味嫌われてきた私にとって何にも。
そんなことねえ。お前のおかげで俺たちは何度も救われた。レナとサトコを守ることができたのもお前がいてくれたからだ。
圭一。
だからお前はもう俺たちの仲間なんだよ、羽生。化け物じゃない。誰が何と言おうとも絶対にだ。
ありがとう、圭一。その言葉を聞けただけでもあなたと会えて本当に。羽生。リカ、あなたは強い人。今まで私のせいで気づく機会がなかっただけで本当は誰よりも優しく生きる意志に満ち溢れた人だから、あなたはきっと幸せになる。私は心の底からそう信じています。羽生。圭一、リカを、私の大切な子をあなたの仲間たちに託します。だからどうかこの子の幸せになってあげてください。ずっと。
ああ約束する。絶対だ。俺たち仲間全員でリカちゃんのことをいつまでも守り続けてやる。
Jesus, man. This shit's so emotional. Honey had a delighted smile on her face when she heard that, and when she gently closed her eyes, her body gradually became bathed in a bright light.
やだ一緒にいて。私とお願いだから。
いますよ、ずっと。だって。
As she said that, Honey was wrapped in light and then disappeared. That moment, the world around us slowly turned white and blurred as it melted away. Rip Honey. Your sacrifice was not in vain. You did save Tatana. Probably the best thing you could have ever... No, I mean... Nah, I'm not even trying to be him. I can't even be him right now.
私はこの村の守り神ですから。
Jesus. Oh, I'm just reading until it's done. We'll see if they need to split it up into 2 episodes. Assuming they're gonna finish it off now, though. Rena and Myanmar had already arrived at the meeting spot and were waiting for me. Did she graduate? Or she's still the same school year? I don't know how much time has passed.
もうケイちゃん遅いぞ。はい、カウント5秒前。3、2、1。
I focused on the pedals and accelerated once, and then I passed between the 2 of them like a swift breeze, and cranked the handle to the right to slide into a drift. Slam, rattle, rattle.
ケイチ君大丈夫？
やっぱり自転車で反転ドリフトは厳しかったか。当てて。
はあ、まったく何やってるのさ。ほら、捕まって。
I grabbed Mion's outstretched hand and rose to my feet while wiping the dirt from my waist and back. My body ached in a couple of places, but oddly enough there were no actual injuries.
その代わりに自転車がご臨終だよ。
We just ruined our bike? Unlucky.
どうすんのこれ。
Mion had a stunned look on her face as she lifted my bike up. The chain had snapped off in a heavy fall, and the brakes hardly looked like they'd work on the front wheel. The front basket was broken and a few spokes were missing. Man, it was a total wreck.
だいたいね、ケイちゃんはやることに無茶が多すぎるんだよ。せっかく怪我が部活メンバーで一番早く治ったのに、校長先生に戦いを挑んだりしてさ。
Okay, so it's relatively like a short time after.
その罰ゲームを考えたのはお前だろ、ミオン。
でも校長先生感心してたよね。自分の服にかすったやつは戦後になって君で2人目だなんて言ってくれたでしょ。さすが部長さんだよね。
That was an excessive price to pay, though.
おうよ、これから俺のことを世紀末覇王と呼ぶがいい。
新しい世紀が来るのはまだまだ先だよ。その前に人間やめちゃう方に私は一生分の時間をかけてもいいね。
それって人間のままだったら結婚ってこと？
True?
なんでそうなるかこの耳戸島は。
Mion turned red and chased after Rena. Rena had gone full power into daydream mode, new mode unlocked, and she cheerfully ran circles away from her. Rena had been hanging out with Shion more often lately, and she has no need to learn the things she's teaching. In fact, she would be better off forgetting. But with that knowledge, her ability to get carried away in her fantasies had been significantly upgraded. I wouldn't say she was pure before, but her violent, destructive power is far more terrifying now than it was when she was less malicious. Shion Sonozaki and Rena Ryuju. I have no idea just how much my life will be impacted by my inability to stop the formation of the strongest, most evil Tei team duo in history. I didn't even want to think about it.
ほら、さっさと行くよレナ。ケイちゃんも準備して。
ああ、いや、そうしたいのは山々だが、自転車がこの状態じゃニンともカンとも。
ああ、そっか。仕方ないな。それじゃあ、私と二人乗りで。
Let's go. Yep. And this is why also the art's so based so much Mionet's Teichi stuff. The author knows, man. It knows what everyone wants.
いいなそれ。ケイチ君が運転してみーちゃんが後ろで背中と胸がごっつんと
Okay.
ハウハウ。
True, but okay.
先に行くよ。
My ride!
ケイちゃんは走っておいで。じゃあ。
No.
みーちゃん待ってよ。
おい、俺はどうか？そのスピードで走れってか？おーい！
それはずっとずっと夢見ていた未来。毎日が楽しくて賑やかで、明日が来るのが待ち遠しくて眠れなかった幸せな時間。
来た来た、こっちこっち。
Shion, Satoto, and Rita-chan were impatiently waiting for us at the entrance of the shrine.
やっほーしーちゃん、今日もいい天気だね。
今日の集まりにはシオンは呼んでないはずだけど。
Sadly, she's part
何
of
を
the
言っている
game
んです
now.
か？
Nothing we can do about it, Mion.
さとこの行くところ、保護者役のネーネーがいなくてどうしようって言うんですか？
Satoshi awaiting this sending? Yeah.
私
That's
だって
not.
呼びたくありませんでしたが、理科のおしゃべりがペラッと。
さとこの明日からの昼食は人参のグラッセとピーマンの
Glazed
肉詰め。
carrots aren't bad, but I'm not a meat stuffed pepper kind of guy. I know people like that. I have it a couple times, like with ground meat and like cheese on top.
ねえねえがいる方が
Not that good, at least for me. But people love cooking it.
こういう場はとても楽しくてございましたよ。
Satoto was completely under control. Her heart was crying as she laughed and smiled. But Rita-chan gave her a pat on the head to comfort her.
生きていればきっといいことがあるはずなのです。ファイト王なのですよ。そう思うならせめてニヤニヤ笑いながら言うのはやめてくださいませんこと。
Then I arrived several minutes or so after Rena and Neon. My whole body was drenched in sweat and my breath was short, but I finally managed to reach the shrine.
相変わらず時間にルーズな方ですわね、ケイチさんは。パープロ以下の学習機能なのです。ニパーニパ
なんで走ってきたんですか？
No one wanted to give me a ride, man.
下半身強化？ねえ、おね
Okay, dude.
なんでもない。
何怒ってるんです？
とりあえずなんか飲み物を。おお、シオン、その麦茶もらい。
Barley.
あ、それうどんだしですよ。
That's not gonna be that refreshing. Blah.
何気ない日常の繰り返し。でもいつでもどこでも笑顔が絶えなくて、時間の過ぎるのが早すぎると思えるくらいに中身がぎっしりと詰まった素敵なひととき。
というわけで昨日でリカちゃんの怪我が治って部活メンバー全員が5体満足に立ち戻った大金祝いとして、本日はささやかながらお祝いの昼食会を開きたいと思います。
I was too early on the yay. Thunderous applause rang out all at once to the club members, along with the excited cheers of the entire class. Yeah, I forgot the whole class is club members now, right? And each one of them had a paper cup filled with alcohol. No, with juice or cider, because underage drinking is strictly prohibited. We dropped in some ice and prepared to toast. Nice. 1 week had passed since then, and it was now the first Sunday in July. The day after the incident, we found ourselves returned to school despite all our injuries. Naturally, Daiki, Suguru, and the other classmates and Shia-sensei were all astonished and told us how concerned they were. Of course, we wouldn't really talk about the situation. We laughed it off as injuries we got while researching a certain club activity, and went back to life as usual. Although Rita was understandably unenthused, I was thinking about what I could do to cheer her up, but the next day she cheerfully participated in club activities, and everyone was surprised to see her claim total victory. On the way back home, I was worried about Rita-chan, so I spoke to her, but she smiled as she spoke up.
僕が楽しく過ごせることが羽生の一番望んでいたことなのです。だから僕はこれからも一生懸命笑っていこうと思うのですよ。
Looking at Rita-chan like that, it might be rude for me to say, but deep down I felt like she had grown up, just as Hanyu wanted. Strangely enough, Nobody actually saw Hanyu protecting Takano-san, aside from me, Rita-chan, and Takano-san herself. According to Mion and the others, they just noticed Rita-chan and me crying beside Takano-san as she was being taken away. That's why Rita-chan and I vowed that we would always remember Hanyu. That's nice.
それでは代表して我らが
Oh, Chio's here too.
千恵先生どうぞ。
カレー万歳。
Good enough.
乾杯。ここでも
Should have just like cheered with cups full of curry and drank it. Then we spread out our lunches in front of us and happily shared them and feasted with our chopsticks. Of course, the most popular meal was the so-called Renna Trade Mart Special, and the younger kids must have been eyeing it up because they were all immediately jumped on it. The cuteness of the kids invoked Renna's deadly "I want to take you home with me," and it was smothering the entire world. Well, aside from that, some girls were asking her to give a lecture on cooking, and she really looked joyful, so we went for it. But I need to check her badge before she heads home and make sure she's not packing any of the junior students away in there. Incidentally, some people originally suggested that we have a barbecue today, but the plan got shot down by a flat-out rejection from Mion. Well, that's fine. If we allow the adults to gather again under the pretense of playing with fire, they might twist it into a celebration for the selection of our honeymoon destination again. Which meant this wasn't decided democratically, but by the power of the class rep calling for everyone to prepare lunchboxes. But then Shion stirred up the class with cheers that the class rep showed Sonozaki-san favorable treatment, which caused a ruckus that took a long time to settle down. Oh right, speaking of Shion.
そういえばミオンから聞いたけど、お前看護学校を受けるんだって？
She's gonna become a nurse to nurse Satoshi as he's in a coma.
ええ、来年ね。ちょうどいい機会だし、頑張ってみます。
Alright, good luck. I think she said that like earlier, a couple episodes ago. Or that she would make a good nurse, someone said that. Shion raised her paper cup and grinned as she said that. Oh yeah, it was after they took down the helicopter, right? And they were patching up the police boys. It was easy to imagine she was pursuing that path for Satoshi's sake.
まあ、それも確かにありますよ。でも、それだけじゃないです。誰かを傷つけるよりも、誰かを癒して治してあげる仕事の方がずっと楽しくてやりがいがあるって。
Sure, yeah.
ちょっと思えるようになっ。さとこ、気をつけなよ。さっさと病気を治さないと。いつかあんたの担当の看護師さんがシオンになるかもしれないよ。
Upon hearing that, Satoto's face twisted to resemble the painting The Stream as she let out a flashy eek.
うわあ、それは悪夢ですわ。まさに生き地獄でございますわ。
ちょっとさとこ、それはどういう意味ですか？
I don't know, you are pretty scary.
まあ、ちょっとは冗談だって。かなり
Partially
本気
only.
ってことでしょうが。だいたいシオンが看護師なんて無理無理。
I didn't really see it either, but
看護師ってのはね、そりゃもう難しい試験と実習を経て責任重大な仕事を昼夜問わずに頑張らなきゃいけない大変な仕事で。
true.
大丈夫ですよ。少なくともお姉よりは勉強も成績が上ですしね。
I mean, that's... Yeah, Mion's not a really good studier, huh?
なら問題出すよ。ズバリ、アメリカの首都は？
Okay, actually, it's Washington, Pennsylvania, right? Or is it... Yeah, right?
ニュー
Or
ヨー
that...
ク。
Is that? I don't actually know. I don't know. I don't give a shit about America. It's actually New York? I thought it was where the president was, but that's not always the case. That's how it is in Canada anyways.
合ってる。
Is it even in Pennsylvania? I know it's not in Washington, D.C. Because there's two Washingtons for some reason. Washington... Yeah, it is in Pennsylvania. I'm glad I remembered that at least. Wait, is that? I don't even know if that's where the president is. No, it's not. There's just a place in... Okay, whatever. Who cares? I don't care about America. It's Washington, D.C. It is actually D.C. Why is it D.C.? No, that's wrong. It's Washington, D.C. How long are you guys gonna keep fighting these low-level battles? I know New York City sounded kind of weird for it. Are you guys seriously motivated to take your exams?
たくさんの仲間たちに囲まれて助け合い助けられ合って少しずつゆっくりと確実に進んでいく。誰かの幸せを思って、そしてその人も私にそう思ってもらえるように。
By the way, there's something to rejoice about. Satoko's symptoms have dramatically improved since the incident. Unfortunately, the Hinamizawa Syndrome research project is still scheduled to end in 3 years as originally planned. But thanks to the samples and data gained from Satoko's treatment, they're likely to find enough clues to lead to a powerful, if not perfect, treatment regimen. The coach was happy to say if things go well, they might be able to eradicate the disease before the project comes to a close. That's good.
それぞれが自分の道を見つけて歩き出して、そして進む先には小さいけれど強く確かな輝き、そう希望があった。
What else?
ちょっとだけ熱気にほてった体
More
を冷や
place
そ
a
うと
period?
私はみんなの輪から外れて木陰に腰掛けた。本当に楽しい仲間たち、本当に愉快な毎日。それはすべて私たちが手に入れた何にも代え難くて貴重な。ねえ羽生、見えるかしら、みんなの笑顔が。ねえ羽生、聞こえるかしら、みんなの楽しそうな声が。あなたは私のそばにもういない。それを思うとまだ寂しくて悲しい。でもね羽生、この世界はあなたのおかげで手に入れることができた世界。そしてあなたが気づかせてくれたからみんなで守ることができた世界だから、この世界に私が生きている限り、私はあなたを忘れない。そしてあなたもこの世界からいなくなったことにはならない。そうでしょう羽生。だってあなたはずっと私と一緒にいたのだから。そしてこれからもきっと。
もちろんなのですよ、リカ。
Aw.
不意に風が通り過ぎた瞬間、羽生のそんな声が聞こえたような気がした。羽生、あなたの姿を見れなくなってとても寂しい。あなたの声を聞けなくなってとても。でも私は心に決めたの。あなたの願った私の幸せを、あなたの望んだ私の喜びを、同じようにたくさんの人にそれを願いたい。私の大切な人たちの幸せと喜びをずっとずっと祈っていきたい。それがフルデの家に生まれた者の役目。いいえ、あなたが愛してくれたフルデリカがあなたの誇りとしてできる一番の生き方だと思うから。 あ、やっと監督が来ましたよ。
一体何でございますかね。会期祝いにプレゼントなんて。あ、
Maid? Oh, Satoshi!
日暮らしの
It's
中か
definitely
ら
Satoshi. Never mind. Holy.
深く 暗くて
They're not even gonna
あ
show
ま
it
りにも
though.
長かった悲しい運命がようやく終わりを告げたことを私は、そして私たちは今この瞬間にそれを噛みしめていた。
Credits.
ただいま。
He is back. Aw. Look at that with the bear. That's cute. Oh, these credits are sweet. What a game, though. Maybe we'll split it into 2 videos. We'll see if there's a good splitting part. This arc was really good. I feel like the only problem I have is the switching between the 2 games. I don't really get why we needed to do that. Like, we could have just read Ura first. Takano looking stable. Because obviously Ura spoils, or this spoils Ura, but Ura doesn't spoil this in any way, I think. So I don't know why it started midway. But yeah, good stuff. Finale's kinda crazy. Some Mahjong? With who? Teichi or Satoshi? I think that's Teichi. Or is that Atosata? No, it can't. That's Teichi. Bam, 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 bam. The bloomer shot. The song kind of goes hard. Now we only have the epilogue, guys. The console arc are almost over. It's been such a long journey. Look at that Miyuki. Tiny Miyuki. Tomoe and Nagisa. Or Natsumi, not Nagisa. Nagisa's just in heaven. Hey, Munchin. You love to see it. Hanyu's just chilling. She's not like dead. I guess she can't really die like that, huh? Good stuff, though. Good stuff. We'll do a little review on this, and then epilogue. From the little like thumbnail of the epilogue, it kinda looks like that episode from either Rei or Kira, where they go to the water park, which will be pretty hype because that just sounds like fun, right? But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, we'll probably split this video into an hour and 45 minutes. What a sesh, but really fun sesh. Yeah, see you guys next time. Later.